guys, welcome back to another Dunk Reviews, and it's time for another rock update. Yes, it's time again to look back and see what's happening in rock and metal this week. And first of all, we're going to start off with Alter Bridge. Yes, Alter Bridge still do one of the things I absolutely love from rock bands, and that is live albums or live DVDs. And Alter Bridge are back with the third one. They tend to favour more Europe, as I think they're bigger in Europe than they are in America. They've done live in Amsterdam, they did one live at Wembley Arena, and now they've done another one in London, live at the O2, plus rarities. So yes, as you can expect, this was from the last Hero tour. This was one of the last kind of gigs they played, and they filmed it live. There's a live album and a live DVD. And the big thing with this is it comes with a rarities, which is a kind of separate album of B-sides, songs that have been released on like singles, there's some that have been released only in kind of Japan. And for me, that's the best thing about that. There's some fantastic songs on this rarities. The main ones to look out for me in the rarities are songs such as Zero, Home, Never Born to Follow, Symphony of Agony. They're all great Alter Bridge songs that, you know, because as I say they're all kind of old songs, B-sides, it takes it right back to Alter Bridge's almost heyday. So there's some really good ones for your die-hard Alter Bridge fans out there. On to the live album itself. Alter Bridge are one of those bands that, you know, on a CD they're absolute perfection. You know, the vocals, the backing vocals, Tremonti's devastating guitar riffs, solos, the accompanying rhythm guitar from Miles, along with the bass and the drums, and a CD, it fits perfectly. Now live, Alter Bridge must be a sound engineer's nightmare. I've been lucky enough to see Alter Bridge 4 or 5 times live, and there's been a few when the sound mix hasn't been right. It doesn't show Alter Bridge at their strongest, and unfortunately the mixing in this isn't the greatest. I thought maybe it was my headphones were going, so I came back, played it on different platforms, and then I looked at some of the YouTube comments, and it's not just kind of my audio devices. The mixing isn't the greatest. There's more, it favours more to the right. You know, Miles, his rhythm guitar is so much louder than Tremonti's, which, you know, obviously should be the other way. Tremonti's is the main focal point. He's the riff driving behind the songs. He's a solo master, and it's seen perfect. Well, it's exposed more on songs from One Day Remains, where it's only Tremonti. So songs, i.e. Metalingus, you know, you're waiting for the big kick in, but it just didn't come because it wasn't mixed properly, and the guitar's drowned out by the rest. The vocals are incredible. Miles, you know, he's one of the, if not the greatest rock singer out there today. But it's just, the mixing for me has brought this album down a bit. When you look at the track listing though, you see what a strong back catalogue Alter Bridge have, and it has got all your main hits, you know, from Rise Today, as I say, Metalingus, Blackbird, Cry Achilles, which is one of my all-time favourite Alter Bridge song. A lot of because it was the last Hero tour, a lot of the songs from that album, including My Champion, which is the last song. So it's a great album for any die-hard Alter Bridge that didn't get a chance to see them on the last Hero leg, but as I say, just be wary, the sound mix isn't the best. Next up, we're going to talk about Foo Fighters, and mainly the big announcement they had at somebody who's collaborating with them on their new album. Yes, Dave Grohl had the whole social media network going crazy with the announcement that he said that one of the biggest pop stars in the world was going to collaborate with them on their new album, Concrete and Gold, but he wasn't going to tell anyone who it is, and then finally he announced, and it was of course Justin Timberlake. Now I know this is going to cause a storm when rock and pop kind of mixes, it doesn't really work, but Foo Fighter fans don't need to worry too much. In an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, Dave Grohl, being, you know, the coolest guy in rock and roll, was saying when they were in LA recording Concrete and Gold, they were out in the parking lot drinking whiskey with Justin Timberlake, you know, just as you do, as casual as that. And Justin Timberlake on his last day approached him saying, "Look, can I do some backing vocals so I can brag to my friends I'm on a Foo Fighters album. So Dave Grohl said, yeah, come on in, let's do this. But in the interview, as I say, Dave Grohl says it's not really like a, like the Linkin Park heavier song, you've got Chester, then the Keisha bit, but in this it's mainly, he says he sings a kind of la 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 in the background. But still, it will be interesting because he says this is one of the biggest sounding Foo Fighters songs. So it'll be interesting to hear how that works, because Justin Timberlake's got a very, very high voice, singing voice anyway, where Dave Grohl's got the low kind of growl. So I'll be interested to see how that kind of works, that collaboration. And lastly, we're going to talk about 30 Seconds to Mars, mainly their huge performance on BBC Radio 1's Live Lounge. Now, if you don't know what the BBC Radio 1 Live Lounge is, mainly in the month of September they have different acts in every day, and the premise is it's to promote a single. So the band come in, they do an acoustic kind of stripped down version of the single they're promoting, plus a big cover song, just to kind of show, because most bands start as a cover band, so it's taking it back to the roots. The 30 Seconds to Mars haven't been a stranger, and their song choices, I don't want to say controversial, but the ones that you would never expect. In the past they've done a cover of Rihanna's Stay, which was incredible, and it was Lady Gaga's Bad Romance. So for this one, it was an anniversary of the Live Lounge, so they wanted to do it big, and boy did they. And a very moving, beautiful tribute, Jared Leto plus the newest member of the band, Stevie, who did bass on their tour, but they've kind of acknowledged him as a part of the band now, and he has contributed to the new album Interscope. They came up with a beautiful tribute to fallen stars, to Prince, David Bowie, George Michael, Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington, and he incorporated all these 5 artists, their biggest song, into one beautiful mashup tribute. They'll end all mashups. It is incredible. As I say, it's on bbcradio1.co.uk. If you go into the Live Lounge, you'll find it there, and I think 30 Seconds to Mars are showing parts of it on their YouTube and other social media outlets. But you've got, they seamlessly merge Purple Rain into David Bowie's We Could Be Heroes, into George Michael's Freedom, and then they do The Bet For Me, which is really good. Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington's The Crawling with Black Old Sun to end it. It is stunning. It is one of the best mashups, best tributes I have seen. I highly urge you, go and check it out. So there we are, that's what's been happening in the rock and metal community this week. If you like this, if you like these rock updates, please give this a like and subscribe to my channel, as I try to keep updated with everything rock and metal. So until next time, cheers.